Life Practice community.
Okay. All right. So once we're on our mat, let's bring our feet hip width distance, arms by the sides. Just take a moment to get in touch with the body, with the breath. Feel the ground beneath your feet. You can shift your weight forward and back a few times from one foot to the other, side to side. Breathe. Notice how your shoulders feel. Notice how, notice how your breath feels this morning, this afternoon. And then open your eyes if they were closed. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. And just let your legs and your arms feel like spaghetti for a bit. Shake them out, shake out any tension. Breathe into it. Okay, bring your feet a little closer. Let's do just one roll down to feel our spine. Notice how the spine feels. Arms in front. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And on the exhale, start to peel your spine off that imaginary wall behind you. And release the shoulders away from the ears. Let the arms really feel heavy here. Let the head feel heavy. Keep a soft bend in your knees. Notice how your spine feels. Breathe here. And then slowly pressing into both your feet. Scoop your belly in. Drive the ribs in together. And stack your bones one over the other as you lift back up into that standing position. All right. Now bring your feet a little wider, arms by the sides. We're going to do this side, the crisscross, sorry. And we want to go really controlled and slow. So it's not about momentum. And you just try to slowly activate your muscles, your core to lift the leg, your hip flexors, your thighs, and breathe. And after a few rounds, then we slowly start to coordinate movement and breath. Inhale as you're standing and exhale to kick the leg up. And that exhale should give you that power in the core to lift the leg. Feel that slight rotation in the spine. Try to stay upright instead of leaning forward like that. Try to think more of opposite rib cage to opposite hip bone. And breathe. Let's do 2 or 3 more. All right, last one. Nice job. And release the arms. Shake them out. We're going to bring our arms by the sides and turn the palms back. You can keep a soft bend in the knees and start to pump your arms back. So from the center, they're not going forward. From the center, pump them back. So you should really feel your triceps and the muscles in between your shoulder blades start to fire up. Create your own resistance. Breathe. And keep going. Just activating those muscles in our arms, in the back. Can we go a little quicker now? Keep breathing. Keep that soft bend in the knees. Lower belly is engaged. Neck is long. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's bring our arms by the sides. Turn the palms up and little pulses upwards. Breathe. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, so I'm not lifting my shoulders to my ears. Keep the shoulders depressed and press up. Breathe. We're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, release the arms. Keep your feet hip width distance. We're going to do a roll down, but on the side now. So we're going to rotate and roll down. Okay, so standing tall, inhale. Rotate towards your right side, twist, and tuck your chin in and slowly start to round through the spine as you slide your hand along your right leg. Drop the head, drop your arms here. Can you notice if you're starting to lift off that left foot? Can you keep it on the floor? Drop the head. Okay, we're going to start to stack our bones one on top of the other, scooping the belly in, staying in this rotation and twist, and come back to center. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, twist towards your left, both your hands on your left thigh, tuck the chin in, and slowly start to round. Scoop the belly in. Nice and mindful, roll down. Let your arms feel heavy. Let the head feel heavy. And once you're all the way at the bottom, slowly start to scoop the belly in. You should really feel that engagement in the core as you lift back. So let your powerhouse here, right here, help you through the movements. All right, and let's start with the little bounces. Your feet don't have to come off the floor. Keep your eyes open to start. Can you broaden your vision? Keep looking straight, but notice how much of the room you're able to see. And now close your eyes and stay with this bouncy movement. You can go ahead and do a full boxer skip if you wish to take it further. And breathe. Extend your exhale. Make your exhale a little longer. Let's take 2 more breaths. Last one. Good. Open your eyes if they're closed and shake out your legs, shake out your arms. Okay. Right. So let's come to a standing position. Feet are hip width distance. I'm going to keep my knees softly bent. Send the hips back. So more weight on the heels. And I'm going to bring my right toes forward. Okay. Send the hips back. Knees are pointing forward. Now I'm going to tap to the center and tap back. So we're going to do 3 taps. Center, forward, center, back. So keep your torso nice and long. Your core is engaged. Your collarbones are long. You can bring your arms forward. So your neck is long. Your ears are aligned with your arms. Keep looking down, but a little forward. And keep going. I know the left leg will start to burn because you're putting your weight on your left leg. Make sure you're pressing the weight on your heel instead of your toes. Let's keep going. 3 taps. Last one. Okay, can you hold the foot at the back? So the right foot is at the back. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So try to magnetize your inner thighs. You're not opening up the hip just as yet. Lift, lower. Feel that engagement in the right glute and hamstring. Let's go for 5 more. 5 and 4. 3, lower belly in, ribs in. 2, 1. Can we keep it lifted? For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. Shake out the left leg and the foot. Okay, let's do that. No, sorry. We're going to stay on this side before we move on to the other side. So this time, instead of the foot going straight back, we're going to bring it out at a diagonal. Okay? So it's going to be tap, 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 tap. All right? So arms straight. And let's go. Tap, tap. Keep your weight on the heel of your left foot. We're just going to do a few here. Let's go for 8. Breathe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we keep the toes off the floor and lift at the back? Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake it out. All right, let's do all of that on the other side. So we've got our little squat. Hips are back. Weight onto the heels. Step your right toes forward. Okay, arms long. So we're going to tap and tap. 3 taps, remember? And see if your right knee is really going forward this way. You want to resist your shin and the knee back and put more weight on the heel. Keep your lower belly in, collarbones wide and neck long. Nice and controlled. Keep going. and breathe through your movements. Both your hip bones are facing forward. We're not opening up the hip. Let's do one more. All right, let's hold the foot at the back. Keep that soft bend in the right knee and lift and lower. We've got this. The second set is always a bit more challenging. Let's complete this round. Let's go for 5. Feel the glute squeeze at the top. Awareness is where you're working in the body. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's keep it held up. I forgot about that. Lift it and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and shake out your right leg. We've got the diagonal now. So shake it out when you're ready. Keep that soft bend. We're going to keep the core nice and engaged, ribs in, and we're going to tap it back at a diagonal and back to center. Out, in. Nice and controlled. Notice if you're shifting weight like this, you want to really feel that right leg anchored on the floor. Your core is engaged and your left leg is moving freely. Let's do 3 more. 2, 1. All right, bring it back and lift and lower. Let's go. 5, 4, keep the leg long. 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, shake it out. Okay, we're going to step to the back of our mats and roll down and come onto our hands and knees. Okay, hands by your thighs. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, start to roll down one vertebra after the other, creating space in your spine, scooping the belly in. And when your fingers reach down, we're going to step out into a plank first and then drop our knees. Let's try to do it in 3 steps. So first hand out. 1, 2, 3, and you're in your plank position. Keep the neck long, shoulders away from the ears, scoop the belly in. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1, and slowly drop the knees. So you either come into a kneeling position if that's comfortable for you, or you can come into your cross-legged position. We're going to warm up our wrists because, like I said, a lot of planking today. So first, stretch out your arms in front, make fists and open. And we're going to keep going. Start off slow maybe, and really explode the fingers open. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And now start to increase the pace. So go a little quicker. And you'll slowly start to feel it in your forearms. And let's keep going. Breathe. Keep going, keep going. I can already feel it in my forearms. And this is a very, very good exercise for your forearms. Keep going. Breathe. Whew. All right, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay. All right. Bring your palms to touch. So you're crossing your arms and then palms are touching. Okay, interlace the fingers and just move your hands towards your chest and up and away. In and away. Just a few times like this. Let's do 3. Keep your hands clasped. 2 and 1. Okay, release. Stretch your arms out to the sides. Bend the elbows. Bring the elbows to touch, palms to touch. Now elbows are right in front of the chest. You're going to really squeeze your elbows, squeeze your palms together, and we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. You should start to feel it in your pectorals, in the chest muscles, and the shoulders. Lift, keep the elbows squeezed. Let's go for 5 and 4. Keep your elbows together, palms together. 2, 1. Keep it lifted, squeeze the palms together, elbows together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, shake out your arms. Okay, last little one for our wrist. Make fists and make circles in one direction and in the other direction. All right, okay, now we're all set up for our planks. We're going to start in this kneeling position. If you're not in the kneeling position, you can join us now. Lift your hips so your hips are in line with your knees now. We're going to do the side kick kneeling. Reach both your arms up. Inhale. You can always use the cushion under the knees if you need, okay? And on the exhale, let your right hand come in line with your right knee. Stretch your left leg out. Left arm is up towards the ceiling. Okay. Once you have this, check that your right elbow is in line with your shoulder and you're pressing the shoulder blades down and back. All right, we're going to lift that left foot off the floor. Flex the foot. Kick once. Point. Come back to center. Drop the foot. Come back to this kneeling position. Left leg straight. So we're going to add on. We're going to do 2 kicks now. Then 3, then 4, then 5. Okay, so we've done 1. Let's bring the hand down. Lift the leg, flex. Let's do 2 kicks. Kick, kick, point, back, drop the foot, reach the arms to the side. Okay, we've got 3 now. Lift, kick, 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 point, drop the foot, lift up. We've got 4. Drop the hand, push away from the ground. And 1, 2, 3, 4, point, drop the foot, lift back. Last one on this side, we've got this. Hand comes down, lift the foot. And 1, 2, keep the core engaged. 3, 4, 5, and come back to center, arms by the sides, and bring back your knees together. Okay, now before we move on to the other side, we're going to come on our forearms. Okay, come onto your forearms. Elbows are under the shoulders and you're going to press away from the ground. Palms are on the floor. Your shoulders away from the ears. Scoop the belly in, ribs in. Okay. Since we started with the left leg extended, we're going to stay with the left leg. Extend the left leg. Okay, extend the left leg. Toes are curled under. Push away from the ground. Okay, now lift the toes off the floor. Keep that belly engaged. Ribs in. All right, and lower. We're going to lift 5 times. Lower. The leg is not going too high. Squeeze the glutes at the top. And lower. We've got 3 more. And lower. 2. 1. Last one. Bend the knee and squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings and kick up for 10, 9, 8, little pulses, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, extend that leg and come into a 3-point balance. So for that, you just need to shuffle the right knee a little more towards the center so that you have balance. Okay, now we're going to keep that left foot extended and up. If you need to, you can always bring it down. Okay, you pick your level. Now what we're going to do, we're going to push away from the ground with our finger pads and extend the arms and come back down. So we're working on our triceps. Press and down. Press and down. Making sure both our hip bones are facing the ground and press. Keep your neck long, no tension in the neck. Remember, you can bring that foot down if you want to make it a little less challenging. And let's go. We've got 5 and 4 and 3. We've got it. 2 and 1. Nice job. Come back to your forearm. Drop the foot. Last little challenge. Little rainbows. So tap both the corners of your mat with your toes. Keep your leg long. You can point your toes now. Last little challenge. We've got it. Let's go for 8. Keep your core engaged. Ribs in. Feel it in the glutes. Press away from the ground. We're also working on our shoulders. 5 and 4. 3, 2, One. Nice job. Knees together. Stretch out in child's pose. Relax the shoulders completely. Breathe into your neck. Breathe into your shoulders. Well-deserved little break. Breathe. Whew, all right. Let's come back into that kneeling position. And we're going to do all of that on the other side. Okay. From the kneeling position, remember we're going to do first the side kick kneeling. So we're going to start with 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 5 kicks. Okay? Right, arms by the sides. Inhale. On the exhale, drop the left hand in line with your left knee, straighten the right leg. Lift and flex. We're going to kick once, use your core, extend and point, drop the foot, come back to that kneeling position, straight leg. All right, let's go. Let's keep moving. Now 2 kicks. Lift and kick, kick, extend, drop, come back. We've got 3 now. With control, even when you're leaning to the side, your core is engaged. Point, lower, side. We've got 4. Drop the hand, lift the leg. Core is engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point. Bring it back. Last one. Come back. Lift. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Drop the foot. And come back with both the knees down. Let's come back into our our forearm, and we're going to work on those triceps again. So this time, we will have our right leg extended. So extend the right leg, push away from the ground, scoop the belly in, ribs in. All right, make sure both your hip bones stay facing towards the floor, and lift the toes off the floor and lower. It's a very small movement, but controlled. Breathe. Keep that engagement in your shoulders. You're really pressing away from the ground without collapsing in between the shoulders. 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift and bend the knee. Little donkey kicks up, up, little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep the core engaged, ribs in. Push away from the ground. 4, 2, 1, and extend the leg. All right. Now find that 3-point balance. Just bring the knee a little more towards the center. Okay, you either keep the toes down or lift for a little more challenge. Press into your finger pads, push away, extend the arms, and drop. Extend, keep the core engaged. Keep going here. Keep the neck long, no tension in the neck. And breathe. Press away and exhale. Let's go for 5 and 4. We've got this. Keep the hip bones facing down. 3, 2, and 1. And release the foot down. You can point your toes. We've got the little rainbows now. And tap and tap. So we're tapping with the corners of our mat. Keep pressing away from the ground. I know the legs, the glutes, the core, everything is screaming. We've just got 5 and 4 and 3, 2, 1. Last one. And release back into child's pose. Take a mini break. Breathe. Okay. Breathe. A couple more breaths here. Relax. Okay. Inhale to look forward. And come back into your tabletop position. We're going to do our full plank. And we're going to do mountain climbers, but the Pilates style. So it's going to be really, really slow mountain climbers, okay? So first, let's get into our plank. Remember, you can do this on your forearms. or full plank. Okay, so you pick your level. Imagine you have that tray of drinks here on the lower back. Keep the neck long. Push away from the ground. Extend one leg. Extend the other one. Draw the ribs in, nice and straight back. Lift one foot. Bend the knee. Touch your elbow. And extend. So keep that tray of drinks really stable. And keep going. Switching one leg. And then the other. Touch your elbow. Use your exhale to drive the knee in. Let's keep moving. Really, really slow mountain climbers. Controlled movements. Let's go for 5. And 4. We've got this. And 3. 2. 1. And drop the knees. Shake out your wrists. Make little circles. Shake them out. All right. Okay, we're going to give those shoulders, wrists a little bit of a break now. And we're going to move into our ab series. So make sure you have enough space behind you. We're going to roll down. Roll back, sorry. Use your hands behind your thighs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Okay, on your exhale, scoop the belly in. Slowly rock off your sitting bones. Keep your feet heavy and really round through the back in a C shape. Scoop the belly in. Hold it here. Can you extend the arms forward maybe if you have enough control in your core? Hold it here and breathe. Chin is away from the chest. Keep your feet heavily grounded. Okay, we're going to come back to that seated position. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly in a little further and stack one bone over the other as you come back up. Okay, we're going to come back into that C curve and we're going to lift one foot off the floor. Okay, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, scoop the belly in. Rock off your sitting bones. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep looking forward and see if you can lift one foot off the floor. Bring it back down with control. Lift the other foot. Remember, you can hold on to your thighs if this is too hard. Put your arms forward. Keep going here with control. Let's do it one more time on each side. Last one. Good. Hold on to your thighs and slowly take your time to roll fully down on the mat. All right. Okay. From here, bring your hands. Interlace your fingers and bring your hands behind your head. Really allow your head to rest on your hands. Keep your knees bent and feet down. Okay, shuffle your shoulder blades up towards the top edge of the mat first. Make space in your spine. Elbows will stay wide. Let's do some curl ups. Inhale. Exhale. And let your head and shoulders lift up as a result of your exhales. Pull the lower belly in. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, we're not pulling on the neck. Keep your head resting on the hands and lower. Let's go for 5 more. Exhale fully. Look forward and down towards the center and lower. Keep going at your own breath space. Notice what your elbows are doing. They should still be in your peripheral vision, but still wide. So we're not closing our elbows in. All right, last one. Can you hold it at the top? Keep your right hand where it is. Reach the left arm to the side and do little side crunches. So reach your left hand towards your left toes. And keep going. Then pulses to the left side. Let's go for 5. Switch off your neck muscles. Let your head rest on your right hand. Keep looking down towards your center. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Release. Ooh, give your abs a little tap. We're going to do that on the other side. Okay, when we're ready, hands behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the belly in. Keep your feet down. Lift the head and the shoulders. Belly button in towards the spine. Switch off your neck muscles. Keep your head on your hands. Reach the right hand along the side. And little pulses on the side. Reach the fingertips long. Keep breathing. And reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release everything down. Hug your knees in. Roll from side to side. Give your lower back, give your abs a little break. Okay. We're going to do single leg lifts. So for this, we're going to do single leg lifts and then we will transition into scissors. So we've done scissors before. We're going to just slide our hands under the hips first. Okay, find your imprint. So draw the ribs in, the belly button in. Both the legs come up. Point your toes, really, really long legs. And we're going to bring one leg down and lift. And then the other leg down and lift. Try to keep your core as connected as possible. Your neck and your shoulders are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed with control. And really think of extending the leg long as you lower and lift. Feel the walk in your core. We're going to do 3 more switches. 2, 1. Last one. Okay, bring both the legs up, reach your arms long, and you can either continue with this, or if you're okay with lifting the head and the shoulders, we're going to go for the full scissor. So lift the head and the shoulders, grab onto your left leg. Okay, let's draw the right leg away, pull the toes away, and give 2 pulls to your left leg. Pull, pull, switch. Pull your right leg twice and switch. Keep the head and the shoulders lifted. 2 pulls and then extend. Use your exhales to pull. Inhale to switch. Keep the core connected, belly button in towards the spine. Let's keep moving. Really imagine somebody pulling your legs away from you. Keep them long. We've got this. We're going to do 3 more switches. Breathe. And 2. Lift the shoulders a little higher. Scoop the belly in a little further. Last one. And release the head and shoulders. Hug the knees in. All right. Let's bring the arms by the sides. Legs in a 90-degree angle. Inhale deeply. Exhale. All right. Keep the core engaged. Drop the knees all the way towards your left side. All right. Now, breathe into your shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Turn both your palms up towards the ceiling. Okay. We're going to close both our arms together and open. If you have really broad shoulders, this might not feel very comfortable for your neck. You can bend the left elbow and just move the right arm. And notice what your pelvis is trying to do. Are your hips trying to shift in any way? Is your pelvis nice and stable? Try to drive this movement from the core. And think of really rotating from the thoracic spine to the upper spine. Let's do this a couple more times. See if you reach a little further every time. Your hand might not reach the floor fully, but try. Try to reach towards the floor. Last one. Good. Hold it there. Breathe. If your left arm was bent, bring it back to a T position. Inhale. Look up towards the ceiling. Exhale. Use your core strength to bring the knees back to center and then drop them all the way towards the right side. Breathe into your shoulders. Now we're going to keep the legs the way they are and we're going to move the left arm this time. So close both your arms together and open. So this is really, really good for your thoracic spine mobility. We tend to be pretty stiff in the upper spine. Our lumbar spine, the lower spine, tends to be more flexible. And especially if you're working at a desk job in front of the computer, this will feel really good for you. And once again, notice if your pelvis is nice and stable. Can you drive this through your rib cage, through your core? Let's do one or two more. All right, and let's keep those arms nice and straight now in a T position. Look up towards the ceiling. Inhale. On the exhale, scoop the belly in, bring back the legs together. Give your knees a little squeeze. All right. Hold on to the backs of your thighs. We're going to roll back and forth, rolling like a ball. So hold on to the backs of your thighs. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly let the weight of your legs draw you forward and keep rolling back and forth with control. Go as slow as you need to. Use that cushion if you need to as well. And see if you can just lift the hips slightly off the floor as you roll back. Of course, those of you who've been in these classes before, you know you can make it a little more challenging by extending the arms and just touching your hands to your ankles or your shins by the sides. Scoop the belly in every time you're rolling back and roll in the center of your spine. Let's do 2 or 3 more. Last one. And come all the way to seated. Okay, come all the way to seated. Let's get back to those planks now. Okay, we're going to start in the side plank. Bring your knees together. We're going to start with the right arm down. Okay, so elbow in line with the right shoulder, forearm parallel to the top edge of the mat. Knees together, feet together. So first things first, pull the lower waist off and away from the ground. Push into your forearm, shoulders away from the ears. Once we've got this, we're going to lift the hips and lower. We're going to do 5 dips this way. Lift, lower, nice and controlled. Really think of pulling through that lower waist. And lift. Keep the knees together, feet together. Drive the right shoulder blade down the back with control. We've got 2 more. Last one. Can we keep it lifted and hold? Keep the core engaged, collarbones wide, lift the left arm. Let's hold for 5, 4, press away, 3, 2, and 1, release down. Okay, let's come into a full side plank. Extend the legs, so both the legs are straight. Okay, and we're going to lift everything up. Come into that side plank. Let's do those dips. Just 5. We've got this. Lower, lift. Lower. Let's keep going. 3. And 2. And 1. Last one and hold at the top. Arm comes up. Can we scoop the arm down? Pike the hips up. Scoop the belly in. Let's go for 5. Open and scoop. You can bring the left toes forward if this is too unstable for you. We've got 2 more. Lift the hips up when you scoop the arm. Last one. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, come into a quick mermaid stretch. So bend both the knees into that Z position. Okay. Once we've got this, right arm down, reach the left arm over, side bend. Switch to the other side, left hand down, stretch the right arm over. Okay, so let's just add in a little bit, something new. We haven't done this before. Let's try it out. Bring both your hands to your right side. I like to keep my elbows down, depends on how flexible you are. See, if you can, keep those legs in that Z position. And keeping this angle in your left knee, we're going to try to lift that leg. We're just discovering new muscles every day. and lower. Lift and lower. Try not to let that knee drop down. Keep it lifted. Keep your core engaged, collarbones wide, and lower. Let's go for 8 and 7. Keep going. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we keep it lifted? Little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Swing the legs over to the other side. And we've got our side plank series here. So elbow down. For those of you who feel more energetic, you always have the option to bring your hand down, okay? I'm going to demonstrate it with my elbow down. Knees together, feet together. Push away from the ground. We're not collapsing here. Press away. Core engaged. And we're going to lift. So when you're lifting, think of engaging the glutes and slightly pressing the pelvis forward, slightly. And lower. Lift, engage the core. And lower. With control. Press away from the ground. And really drive that left shoulder blade down towards the base of your spine. We've got 3 more. You should really feel it in those obliques. 2 and 1. Can we keep it lifted now? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, we've got this full side plank. If you want, again, you can do it on your hand. Okay, let me try to demonstrate it on the hand this time. Okay, come into your side plank. Whichever you've chosen, you can bring the right foot forward if you want more stability. Arm reaches up, and we're going to dip and lower. Dip and lower. Dip. Let's go for 5 and 4. 3, 2. Last one. Okay, scoop the arm in. Scoop the belly in, pike the hips up. Let's go for 5 and 4. Keep those hips high. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Can we hold it here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And come into that mermaid position, set position with the legs. Okay, let's do our stretch. Left hand down. Reach the right arm long, side bend. Right arm down, right hand down, sorry. Reach the left arm. Oh, that feels nice for the sides of the obliques. Okay, we've got that weird shape, weird position. I don't even know what this is called, but I saw it somewhere and I found it interesting. So let's do it. So either the forearms are down or the hands are down. Okay, let's go. Keep the collarbones wide. Press away from the ground. Lift the right leg and lower. Lift and lower. Keep the knee lifted. We're not allowing the knee to drop down. It's not the foot lifting, it's the whole leg. Let's keep going. Let's do 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's keep it lifted. Little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Make your way down onto the belly. And drop your head onto your hands, stack your hands, drop the head. Just take a little rest here. Let your legs fall apart. All right. Let's just do our extension series and then we'll stretch out those shoulders. We're almost done. Okay. So for our extension, We're going to stretch out the arms forward. Keep the heels in, toes out, feet are hip width distance apart. Energize those legs, really pull them away from your hips. And we're going to lift the arms and the legs together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Doesn't matter how high you go. Think of length more than height. Keep your neck long, keep looking down and lower. Move with your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Let's go for 5 more. Lift and down. Keep the crown of the head reaching forward and down. We've got 3. Energize those legs. Remember, keep your legs long. We're not bending the knees. 1. Last one. Can you keep everything lifted now? Inhale and lift. Reach your right arm alongside your body. Reach for your right toes. Reach. Let's do little pulses. Reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Release everything down. Let's do the same on the other side. Inhale, lift. Reach the left arm by the side and reach. Breathe. Try to keep your pelvis stable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Release. Shake out your hips. Release, release, release. Last little one before we stretch our shoulders. Bend both the knees. So those of you who practice yoga already know this. It's the bow pose, but we have it in Pilates as well. It's called rocking. Okay, so we're going to hold on to our ankles. Collarbones wide. Inhale, lift the chest. Kick the heels away from you. Come into that back bend. Keep the collarbones wide. Keep kicking the heels away from you. And then point the toes and see if you can lift the knees and the thighs off the floor a little bit. Activate your thighs, your hamstrings, your glutes. Lower down, take a break. And while you take a break, you can have a look at me. We're going to come back in that bow pose. And the reason it's called rocking in Pilates is that we rock. Okay? So we're going to use our back muscles and the thighs and the glutes to rock. Doesn't matter if you can't rock, you just hold. Okay? Let's try it out. Inhale, lift the chest, keep the heels away. Point the toes, lift the feet up, keep your knees hip width distance and start to rock. Use every inhale to lift. Keep going. Try it out. Let's go for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Release everything down. Breathe. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Tuck your toes. Press away. Come into your child's pose. Give your back a little stretch. Almost done. Just the stretching bit left now. Breathe. Let's stretch out the sides of our waist. So bring your knees apart, toes together. Stretch your arms forward. Inhale. And on the exhale, start to walk your hands all the way to your right side. Take the side of your left shoulder a nice stretch. Maybe your left hand can land on the right to give that stretch a little more intensity. Keep your hips down towards your heels and let your head lower down. Breathe. Come back in the center and exhale your way all the way to the left side. Both your arms to the left. Keep your hips towards your heels. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe the right hand lands on top of the left. Feel that beautiful stretch in the side of your right shoulder. Breathe into it. And inhale your way back to center. And walk your hands back towards you. And back into that kneeling position. Quick puppy stretch to stretch out our shoulders. Stretch your arms forward. Keep your knees right under your hips, so your hips right over the knees. Straighten your arms, keep your elbows off the floor if you can, and drop the forehead down. And breathe here, couple of breaths, and then we'll see if we want to go a little further, but this is just fine. If you want to stay here, this is perfect. Breathe into the shoulders. But keep your lower belly engaged so that you're not overarching the back. And after a couple of breaths, if you want to take it further, you look forward and you bring your chin down and maybe even the chest down, depending on how deep you want to take it. Try to keep the hips up over the knees. Breathe. And wherever you are, take one more breath and then slowly walk your hands back towards you. Good. Okay, let's come back into a cross-legged position to end our session. We're going to sit tall, relax the shoulders. How do those shoulders feel? Okay, let's give them a last little stretch. Reach the right arm up, bend the right elbow, try to touch the center of your back with your right hand. Reach the left arm up, hold on to your elbow, lift up, let the shoulder blades elevate, and then let the weight of your left elbow drop down to the side. Breathe. Keep both your sitting bones down, both your knees towards the floor. Come back to center, extend both your arms up, bend the left elbow, touch the center of your back, hold on to your left elbow with the right hand, and then let the weight of your right hand drop down. The weight of your right elbow drop down. Keep the chest open, sitting bones down. And come back to center. Both your arms come up. Interlace the fingers behind you. Press the palms together. Reach your knuckles away from you. And breathe. Let the chest open up. Pull the shoulder blades in together. And then slowly release. Bring your hands over your knees and take a couple of shoulder rolls. Keep your hands where they are. And breathe. Last one. All right. Bring your right arm to the side. Turn the palm away from you. Fingers face down. And drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Press the palm away. Keep the arm in line with your shoulder. Come back to center. Release. Left arm out. Fingers point down. Palm away from you. Drop the right ear towards your right shoulder. And release. Take a moment, close your eyes. Notice how your body feels. Breathe deeply. Take one more deep breath. And then whenever you're ready, blink your eyes to open and give yourself a little clap. Well done today, everyone. It was a bit challenging for your arms, but you've done a great job.